She thought saying it's your baby would trap me, so I hired a pie, sent the footage to everyone she loved, and watched her get dumped, fired, and disowned in a single day. I'm a construction project manager. I deal with schedules, budgets, and people who think deadlines are suggestions. I'm good at reading situations, spotting problems before they become disasters. That's probably why it took me so long to admit what was happening with Whitney. We'd been together 3 years. Engaged for 8 months. I thought I knew her. The shift started about 4 months before everything ended. Small things at first. Her phone went from sitting on the counter to always being face down. Work emails, she'd say. She worked in event planning for a hotel chain, long hours, sure, but the hours got longer. Dinner plans canceled. Weekend trips postponed. She'd come home exhausted, barely talking, scrolling through her phone while I asked about her day. I'm just stressed, became her default answer to everything. I wanted to believe her. That's the thing nobody tells you about gut feelings, you can ignore them for a really long time if you want it badly enough. Then came the girls' nights. Whitney had always been social, but suddenly she was going out 3-4 times a week. Always vague about where. Just drinks with Becca. Dinner with the work crew. She'd come home past midnight smelling like wine and something else I couldn't place. When I asked who was there, she'd get defensive. Why are you interrogating me? Don't you trust me? That line should have been my exit. Instead, I backed off. The breaking point came on a Tuesday. I'd gotten home early from a site inspection, around 10 p.m. Whitney had texted earlier saying she was working late on a conference setup. I made dinner, waited. Midnight came and went. I called twice, straight to voicemail. She walked through the door at 2:17 a.m. Her makeup was smudged. Not tired from work smudged, actually messed up, like she'd been rubbing her face. Her blouse was wrinkled in a way that doesn't happen from sitting at a desk. And when she saw me on the couch, there was this split second of panic before she rearranged her face into exhaustion. God, what a night, she said, dropping her purse. The client was a nightmare, everything ran late. Where were you? I just told you. Work. She headed for the bedroom. Your phone was off, the battery died. Can we not do this right now? I'm exhausted. She disappeared into the bathroom. I sat there, every instinct screaming at me. The next morning, I found her coat draped over a chair. Checked the pockets, just habit at that point. Hotel bar receipt. 1:53 a.m. 2 drinks, different types. One was whiskey. Whitney hated whiskey. I didn't say anything immediately. I wanted to see what she'd do. She came into the kitchen, kissed my cheek like everything was normal, poured coffee. Sleep okay? She asked. I held up the receipt. The color drained from her face, then came back hot. Are you going through my pockets now? That's what we're doing? Who were you with? A client. We had drinks after the event. Is that illegal? Until 2 a.m.? Oh my God. She slammed her mug down. You're being paranoid. This is insane. I work late, and you treat me like I can't believe you don't trust me. That's when I knew. Not because of the receipt or the late nights or the lies. Because she was making me feel crazy for noticing. Gaslighting me in real time, and doing it well enough that part of me almost bought it. We're done, I said. What? This? Us? It's over. I want you out by the weekend. The performance that followed was award-worthy. Tears, begging, promises to change. You're everything to me. I'll do anything. Please, we can work through this. I didn't argue. Didn't yell. Just repeated. Move your stuff out. It took her 3 days. 3 days of her trying different tactics, anger, sadness, seduction, guilt. I stayed flat. Worked from home, watched her pack, said almost nothing. Every time she tried to start a conversation, I'd leave the room. On the final day, she stood at the door with her last box, mascara running. You're going to regret this, she said. I closed the door. For the first time in months, I felt like I could breathe. 6 weeks of silence. I worked, hit the gym, started sleeping through the night again. Deleted her number but didn't block it, didn't care enough to bother. Went on a couple dates, nothing serious. Started to feel normal. Then, on a Tuesday evening, my doorbell rang. I wasn't expecting anyone. Checked my phone, no texts. Walked to the door, looked through the peephole. Whitney, standing on my porch in a sundress, one hand resting on her stomach. Her very round, very pregnant stomach. And she was smiling. I opened the door. She didn't wait for an invitation, just walked past me into the living room like she still lived there. Her hand stayed on her belly the whole time, making sure I saw it. Making sure I understood what this visit was about. We need to talk, she said, turning to face me. I closed the door. Didn't say anything. Just waited. I'm pregnant, she said it like an announcement, like she was delivering news I'd be happy about. It's yours. I looked at her stomach, then at her face. She had this expression I'd seen before, the one she wore when she thought she'd already won an argument. Confident. Almost smug. My brain did the math automatically. 6 weeks since she moved out. If she was showing like that, she had to be what, 4 months along? Maybe more? We hadn't slept together in the 2 months before the breakup. She knew that. I knew that, but she was standing in my living room, hand on her belly, waiting for me to fall apart. I know this is a lot to process, she continued, moving toward the couch. She sat down without asking. But I've had time to think, and we're going to be parents. Together. This changes everything. Does it? Not a question. Just flat. She smiled. Actually smiled. I know you'll do the right thing. You've always been responsible. It's one of the things I love about you. Love. Present tense. Like the past 6 weeks hadn't happened. Like I hadn't kicked her out for lying to my face. We can start over, she said. Clean slate. The baby, our baby, it's a sign. We're meant to do this together. I stood there, hands in my pockets, watching her perform. Because that's what this was. A performance. Every word rehearsed. Every gesture calculated. She'd probably practiced this in the mirror. She thought the pregnancy was a trump card. A guaranteed win. Thought I'd panic, or feel obligated, or whatever response she'd scripted in her head. Instead, I felt nothing but cold, perfect clarity. Cool, I said. She blinked. What, you're pregnant? Cool, that's it? Just cool? I shrugged. What do you want me to say? Her smile faltered. This wasn't going how she'd planned. I thought you'd want to talk about it. About us. About what we're going to do. We'll see. Her voice went up half an octave. I'm carrying your child. You said that already. She stood up, frustration cracking through the sweet act. So we're doing this together, right? You and me, raising our baby? We'll talk about it, I said. Calm. Flat. Giving her nothing. When? Soon. I'll be in touch. You'll be in. She stared at me. That's it? You're not even going to? Anything else? I walked to the door, opened it. She grabbed her purse, flustered now, the script completely gone. You're being really cold about this. Am I? Our baby deserves better than this attitude. I'll call you, I said. She stood in the doorway, searching my face for something. Anger, fear, weakness. Whatever she needed to hook into. But I'd learned my lesson. I gave her nothing. Fine, she finally said. But we're having this conversation soon. You can't just ignore this. Drive safe. I closed the door before she could respond. Through the window, I watched her walk to her car. She kept looking back, like she expected me to chase after her. When I didn't, she got in and sat there for a full minute, probably trying to process what just happened. Eventually, she drove off. I pulled out my phone. 3 weeks before I'd broken up with Whitney, when I was still trying to convince myself I was paranoid, I'd done some research. Looked into private investigators. Found a firm with good reviews, specializing in infidelity cases. Saved the number but never called. I called it now. A woman answered. Meridian Investigations. I need someone followed, I said. Full surveillance. Everywhere she goes, everyone she meets. I want phone records if you can get them. Everything. How deep are we going? All the way. I want the truth, whatever it is. We can do that. When do you want to start? Tonight. I gave her Whitney's information, address, car make, workplace, everything. Set up payment. The investigator said they'd have someone on her by morning. Full report in a week. One more thing, I said. If she meets anyone regularly, a guy specifically, I want to know immediately. Don't wait for the full report. Understood. I hung up. Then I waited. Whitney texted that night. I know that was a lot. Take your time processing. We'll figure this out together. Red heart emoji. I responded. Okay. The next day, been looking at baby names. What do you think about Harper? Me. We'll talk soon. Day 3, my first ultrasound is next week. You should come. Me. Maybe. Day 4, I'm really excited about our future. I know we can make this work. Me. Got it. She was texting like we were a couple again. Like the pregnancy had erased everything. Every message more confident than the last. I let her think she was winning. Day 5, told my mom about the baby. She's disappointed we're not married yet, but she'll come around. Me. Okay. I kept my responses short. Non-committal. Gave her just enough to think I was accepting the situation. Day 6, late afternoon. I was reviewing blueprints when my phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. This is Meridian Investigations. You're going to want to see this in person. The woman's voice was professional, but there was something underneath. Satisfaction, maybe. You found something. She's been busy. And she's meeting someone right now, same guy, third time this week. I'm sending you an address. How fast can you get here? I grabbed my keys, 20 minutes. I woke up at 7. Made coffee. Got dressed for work like any normal Wednesday. Checked my phone at 8:15 a.m., 23 missed calls. All from Whitney. I didn't listen to the voicemails. Just pocketed the phone and headed to the office. By the time I parked at the construction site, the number had climbed to 31. Text notifications were stacking up. I silenced everything and walked into the trailer. My site supervisor looked up. You good? Your phone keeps buzzing. I'm great, I said. I pulled it out once I was alone. Scrolled through the messages without opening them. Just reading the previews. 7:42 a.m. What did you do? 8:03 a.m. Answer your phone? 8:27 a.m. This isn't funny. I put the phone face down and got to work. At 10:15, I checked again. 9:18 a.m. My mom just called me screaming. 9:44 a.m. My dad says I'm dead to him. What did you send them? 10:08 a.m. Kennedy won't answer my calls. None of my friends will answer. 10:12 a.m. I just got called into HR. This isn't happening. I could picture it. Her parents opening the email over breakfast. Her dad, the guy who'd shaken my hand at every family dinner, who'd talked about walking her down the aisle, seeing the hotel footage. Her mom seeing the messages. I imagined her phone ringing. The screaming match. The line going dead. Good. 11:46 a.m. They fired me. I just got fired because of you. Right on schedule. The investigator texted me around the same time. Preston's wife showed up at his office at 10. Security had to escort her out. She was screaming. Just thought you'd want to know. I texted back. Appreciated. Another message from Whitney. Preston blocked me. He blocked me. What did you tell his wife? I didn't respond. Just watched the messages pile up. 11:52 a.m. A voicemail notification from a number I didn't recognize. Curious, I listened. Her father's voice. Shaking with rage. You are not my daughter anymore. Don't call this number. Don't come to this house. We have nothing to say to you. Click. He hadn't even called Whitney. He'd called me. Probably to apologize, to say he didn't raise her like this, something like that. But I didn't care enough to call back. By noon, it was done. Whitney's next message confirmed it. No one will talk to me. My own mother hung up on me. Then, the church group kicked me out. They kicked me out. Then, Preston won't answer. His wife came to my apartment. She was pounding on the door calling me a homewrecker. I sat in my truck on lunch break, reading every message. Not responding to a single one. 12:34 p.m. Please. Just tell me why. I thought you loved me. 1:15 p.m. You're ruining my life over nothing. 1:58 p.m. I made a mistake, but this is cruel. 2:03 p.m. Are you even reading these? Answer me. Nothing. She was hemorrhaging in real time and I was letting her bleed. Around 4, my buddy from the gym texted me. Bro, is Whitney okay? She's posting some wild crap on Instagram. I opened Instagram. Hadn't checked it in weeks. Her story was a meltdown. Multiple posts. Typos everywhere. When someone you trusted betrays you worse than anything you ever did to them. Photoshop is powerful. Don't believe everything you see. People who stalk their exes and make up lies are sick. I clicked through. The comments section was vicious. Girl, what are you talking about? Is this about your ex? Just move on. Then someone, probably one of her former friends, commented, we saw the proof. Stop lying. Whitney replied, it was taken out of context. The friend, hotel footage is context now? Okay. I closed the app. By 6 p.m., I'd stopped counting messages. Had to be over 100. The last voicemail I listened to came in at 5:33 p.m. Her voice was wrecked. Crying so hard she could barely speak. I have nothing left. My job. My parents. Everything. Are you happy? Is this what you wanted? Yes, I thought. Exactly this. I deleted it. Drove home. Ordered takeout. Ate dinner in silence. My phone kept buzzing but I'd stopped checking. There was nothing she could say that would matter. 10:41 p.m. I was on the couch, watching TV with the sound low, when my doorbell camera sent a notification. Motion detected. I opened the app. A woman stood on my porch. Not Whitney. Someone I'd only seen in photos. Dark hair pulled back, jeans and a jacket, holding a folder. Corinne Oakes. Preston's wife. She looked directly at the camera like she knew I was watching. Then she rang the bell and waited. I opened the door. Corinne looked exhausted. The kind of tired that comes from crying for hours and then forcing yourself to stop because you have things to do. I recognized it because I'd seen it in the mirror a few months back. "Can I come in?" she asked. I stepped aside. She walked past me into the living room, still holding the folder. Didn't sit down immediately. Just stood there, looking around like she was trying to figure out how to start. "I'm not here to yell at you," she said finally. "I know you didn't cause this. I needed to thank you. In person, you didn't have to do that." "Yeah, I did." She sat down on the couch, set the folder on the coffee table. "I've suspected for months. Little things that didn't add up. Late nights. Business trips that felt wrong. But I didn't have proof. I convinced myself I was being paranoid. Same story. Different person. Your email gave me everything I needed," she continued. "I confronted Preston this morning at his office. Brought printouts. He tried to deny it at first, but I had hotel footage pulled up on my phone. He broke down pretty fast after that." "What did he say?" "Everything," she laughed, but there was no humor in it. "The affair started 7 months ago." Said it just happened, like he tripped and fell into her bed repeatedly. He admitted the baby is probably his. Whitney had been pressuring him to leave me for weeks. I sat down across from her. "Probably? He's not sure." Said they didn't always use protection. She said it flatly, like she was reading a grocery list. "But based on timing, yeah. It's his." "What did you do?" "Filed for divorce 3 hours ago. My attorney's already working on it. I'm taking the house, the kids, and half of everything else. He can have Whitney and the consequences." "Good for her." "There's more," Corinne said. She opened the folder, pulled out her phone. "Preston tried to save himself. Threw Whitney completely under the bus. Look at this." She showed me screenshots. Messages between Whitney and Preston from the past 24 hours. "Whitney, please call me. We need to talk about this." Preston, "There's nothing to talk about. My wife knows everything." Whitney, "So tell her it was a mistake. Tell her we're done. You can still fix this." Preston, "We are done. Don't contact me again." Whitney, "What about the baby? What about us?" Preston, "There is no us. There never was. I'm not leaving my family for you." Then, this morning. Whitney, "You owe me. I lost everything because of this." Preston, "You lost everything because you got caught. Don't contact me again or I'll file a restraining order." He blocked her after that, Corinne said. She tried calling from different numbers. He blocked those too. I handed her phone back. "How are you holding up?" "Honestly? I'm relieved. Not happy, this is going to wreck my kids, but relieved. I don't have to wonder anymore. I know exactly who I married, and I can move on." We sat there for a minute. Two people who got played by the same liars. "What are you going to do?" she asked. "Already did it. The evidence I sent?" That was the last thing I had to say to her. She's been calling everyone trying to get someone, anyone, to believe her side. My sister said Whitney called her crying, saying you faked everything. Your sister believe her? Not even a little. Nobody does. The evidence is too clear. Corinne stood up. "I should go. I just wanted to say thank you. And I'm sorry you had to deal with her too." I walked her to the door. "For what it's worth," she said, "you handled this better than I did. I screamed at Preston for an hour. You just let the truth do the work. Sometimes that's enough." She left. I watched her drive away, then closed the door. My phone buzzed. Another message from Whitney, "Please just talk to me. I can explain everything." I deleted it without reading the rest. The next morning, I called my doctor's office. "I need a paternity test," I said. "I have biological samples from before a relationship ended. Can we run it against a claimed pregnancy?" They could. I brought in what I needed. 3 days later, the results came back. Probability of paternity, 0.00%. Not mine. Never was. I had the results printed on official letterhead. Took them to a framing shop. "I want this professionally mounted," I told the guy behind the counter. "Museum quality. Glass front. Black frame." He looked at the document. Raised an eyebrow but didn't ask questions. "And I want a small brass plate engraved at the bottom. Just her first name." "What's the occasion?" "Closure." It took 2 days. When I picked it up, it looked perfect. Official. Permanent. Undeniable. I drove to a shipping store. Packaged it carefully with bubble wrap in a sturdy box. Wrote her address on the label. Then I grabbed a sticky note. Wrote in block letters. "Not mine. Good luck, though." Stuck it to the glass. Scheduled delivery for Saturday morning. Signature required. I knew she'd be home. She had nowhere else to go. Saturday morning, I went to the gym. Hit chest and shoulders. Did my usual routine. Grabbed breakfast after. Sat in a diner booth scrolling through my phone, ignoring the delivery notifications. 10:40 a.m., package delivered. Signature confirmed. I turned my phone over and finished my eggs. She waited almost an hour. 11:23 a.m. You're a monster. 11:25 a.m. I hope you're proud of yourself. 11:34 a.m. I never loved you anyway. You were just convenient. 11:41 a.m. Preston was better in bed than you ever were. 11:58 a.m. You'll die alone and miserable. I read them all. Every desperate attempt to hurt me back, to get some kind of reaction. Then I typed one final message. I know. Take care of yourself. Blocked her number. Blocked her on everything else. Email, social media, all of it. Done. 3 months later, I'm sitting in my office reviewing budget proposals when my phone rings. Number I don't recognize, but local area code. This is Corinne, the voice says. Sorry to call out of nowhere. I got your number from the Investigator. Everything okay? Yeah. I just thought you'd want an update. The divorce finalized yesterday. Congratulations. Thanks. Preston's been trying to reconcile, but my attorney shut that down fast. He's paying child support and that's the only contact we have. She paused. And I heard through mutual friends, Whitney had the baby 2 weeks ago. A boy. I didn't feel anything. Not curiosity, not sympathy, nothing. Preston tried to deny paternity but she filed paperwork. Court-ordered DNA test came back last week. It's his. Now he's stuck paying support for 2 families. Good. She's apparently living with her aunt 2 states over. No job, no friends. Her parents still won't speak to her. From what I heard, she tried telling people you forced her into the affair or something equally insane. Anyone believe her? Not a soul. Too much evidence, Corinne laughed. Anyway, I just wanted you to know it's over. Completely over. And I'm doing okay. Better than okay, actually. Good. You deserved better than him. So did you. We hung up. I deleted the call log and went back to work. That was 4 months ago. Now I'm sitting on my deck, beer in hand, watching the sunset. I got promoted to senior project manager last month. Bigger projects, better pay, respect from my team. Started seeing someone new. Vanessa. She's a physical therapist, has her own life, doesn't play games. We've been taking it slow. When she says she's working late, I believe her because she's given me 0 reasons not to. Trust isn't automatic anymore. I learned that. But it's not impossible either. Last week, a friend asked if I regretted how I handled things with Whitney. If I thought I went too far. Not for a second, I said. She tried to trap me with a lie. I just made sure everyone knew the truth. But don't you feel bad? She lost everything. She lost what she built on lies. That's not my problem. Because here's the thing, I didn't destroy Whitney's life. She did that herself. I just stopped protecting her from the consequences. She wanted to corner me. Make me responsible for her mistakes. Lock me into raising another man's kid while she kept lying and cheating. Instead, I documented everything, exposed the truth, and walked away. No yelling. No drama. Just cold, precise execution. Someone asked me last month what I'd tell other people in similar situations. Trust your gut, I said. The moment you start questioning everything, that's your answer right there. Don't ignore it, and if they're lying, then you decide what you're worth. What you'll tolerate. For me? I'm worth more than being someone's backup plan. The best revenge isn't scheming or plotting. It's refusing to be manipulated. It's walking away with your self-respect intact and letting the truth burn down everything they built on lies. I don't think about Whitney anymore. Don't wonder what she's doing or if she's okay. Don't check her social media or ask mutual friends. She's a closed chapter. A lesson learned. I know now what red flags look like. I know what my boundaries are. I know I won't compromise my peace for anyone ever again. She thought pregnancy would bring me to my knees. Thought I'd fall in line, play the good guy, accept whatever story she sold me. She was wrong. I chose myself. Chose truth over comfort. Chose walking away over being used, and I'd make the same choice every single time. My phone buzzes. Text from Vanessa, dinner at 7? My place? I smile and text back, see you then. Life's good. No chaos. No lies. No second guessing, just peace. And that framed paternity test? I heard Whitney smashed it the day she got it. Threw it against the wall, shattered the glass. Doesn't matter. The truth doesn't break just because you don't like it. She learned that the hard way. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you really like our videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day.